Hey, I'm going to be talking about something over the next few minutes that no one should really care about, and I shouldn't be bothered enough to talk about. But here we are. Just to give you a little background into what this is. Somewhere in the UK right now, as we speak, there's a tournament going on between old people. All right, just old retired players who are way past their prime in life, in sports, and everything. They were legends back in the day, but now they're just a bunch of old people playing cricket, reliving their glorious days. All right, and I guess so. The whole thing is there's this league going on, and it's in cricket. And there are teams. The old players are representing their countries in this beautiful World Cup. It sounds like something you do for people you love to go, hey, let's do something nice for them. They must be bored in their lives. Let's get them all to come together and play some games or something like that. And so they're playing, and India. So Pakistan's into the finals. All right. And it's because India refused to play against them in the semifinal. They walked out. They said, we're not going to do this. And so it's done. The fans got like 50% of their tickets back. What else? And that's it. That's the controversy. So twice in the tournament, in the league matches, and then in the semifinal, which is a knockout game, India refused to play Pakistan. And I just find that hilarious, for lack of better words. It's because to me it seems like it's like this old school reunion that they've kind of like turned into a Cold War kind of thing. Like it just it's the thing is, it's not even the actual national teams of these countries. It's Yuvraj, it's Afridi, it's Harbhajan Singh. These are guys who probably pulled their hamstring getting out of bed today, you know? And I find it somewhat ridiculous that they've decided to pull this. It's also a little sad because I see sports as something that builds. It was used as diplomacy before, and now it's kind of become this wall. And I feel like we can't. The reason I'm talking about this, and we can't even like, at some point we gotta admit we're just like kind of addicted to this feud of sports and everything, and it's bizarre. It's like this India Pakistan thing. It's none of this is like, it's not a rivalry anymore. Not like a sports rivalry. It's become like a reality TV show. Like the Michael Jordan Isaiah thing years ago. They're still feuding at it. Everything is like the WWE kind of feel to it now in real sports. Fans between Messi and Ronaldo. This whole India Pakistan thing. Just addiction to feud and silliness. It sounds silly, especially at this point. These players are retired. You're retired. You're not in office, my friend. It's like they're bringing geopolitics into a charity bingo night. That's what it feels like. The whole point was like unity, nostalgia, fun for these guys. And they're like these old people going, well, and that Christmas dinner 25 years ago, you said this. And they walked out. They didn't play the game. It didn't go ahead. I don't know what to say about it. Sometimes I think people confuse stubbornness for strength. Like, they're two different things, and it ends up sounding like it looks more performative and childish rather than a power move, and it's unfortunate that these players are forced by these politicians so that you're not even allowed to shake hands with each other. Some fans will react to this not as if it's an actual match being canceled. They're reacting as if a national betrayal has happened. It's play acting nationalism. We've turned cricket into cosplay for nationalism, except the props are old people with knee braces on them. I think they don't realize there's a tendency to overestimate how symbolic these gestures really are, especially when the only people watching are the ones who paid for nostalgia, not protests. So there they go. You know, it's just it sounds so performative, and everyone knows when it's an India Pakistan, the media will love it and it'll blow up, and they're talking about it, and no one is sitting down going, "Hey, these are just some old players. These are some old people playing some cricket. Could have just been a bit of fun." And here's the irony. I want to see in a couple of months when the Asia Cup happens and the actual national teams of both these countries have to play against each other. And then there's the ODI World Cup. The women's teams will have to compete against each other. What are they going to do when the stakes are higher? Because that's what really counts. Is this going to be an actual boycott, or is this just mood swings? And I feel bad that the fans who paid for this got only 50% of their tickets back. I said that at the beginning, and I come to think of it, and I'm like, that's kind of ridiculous. Why have they been only given 50% off, 50% of their money back when an entire team has walked out? It just doesn't make sense to me. But then again, you know, do we as fans deserve this? We're the ones that give this importance. We kind of subscribe. We kind of subscribe to these soap operas. Are we even real sports fans, or are we just like watching drama? I don't know. And I don't even know if the younger fans even care about this stuff. They're into fantasy league, man. They're into memes. They're into banner. Is it just us old people chest thumping patriotism anymore? Like, did anyone really care or notice that these guys are doing it? Would they have been bothered by these guys playing a game against each other? I remember when I was a kid growing up, these matches were fun. We used to kind of rib each other. Like, I have Indian family members and Indian family friends that would come over and watch the game with us, and there would be fun banter, and we'd make fun of each other, and the rivalry was, you know, enjoyable. And after it was all done, we'd go and sit and have dinner together. And they were some of the closest people I've had in my life, these friends and family. And I saw this difference kind of emerge at one point where when I was back in college and in my undergrads, there was this World Cup where I joked with an Indian friend of mine about India losing out the finals or something. And this guy just went full atomic bomb on me. Like, he just lost it and went, "Well, we're the number 2 team in the world now." And I realized it was much more touchy now with people. And I don't know when this happened. We went from the sports aspect to thinking of it as war or something, and I guess, I don't know. So I guess it's the fans' fault as well for giving this so much importance that these old people need to feel justified or feel the need to do it. And I bet all of them go out and hang out with the other Pakistanis and Indian, these old guys. They go out and hang out with each other afterwards. You know, you think they're going to avoid talking to each other outside of the game and everything, and they run into each other? They're going to be doing commentary sometimes. Are they going to walk out of that as well? Like, the whole thing just feels unfortunate, and it's sad, you know. And I think when every decision is filtered through the lens of pride and not practicality, you end up making statements no one asked for at games no one televised. So chill out a little bit.